Nothing.
You don't want to talk about that?
Nah.
All right. I got things to talk about. That was obviously the opposite of what we saw the other night. You guys' offense get better as the game went on. Only one second half turnover. Was this the level of execution? It starts the second half because just the level of execution you need to see against a solid defense like Houston.
Yeah, I mean, especially in the second half, scoring 78 points in the second half. Offense got to going, did with a little better pace. And then, defensively, just not giving up any fast break points in the second half, which was good for us. I thought in that first half, like we was running in mud, like we couldn't keep up with them. They got out in transition, and we just couldn't get back and get matched. And so at halftime, we made a strong point about that, and I give our guys credit in the second half. Hold them to 0 fast break points was good.
We had a lot of talk about the centers, both Monday night and before this game. You kind of hinted at Zoo still wasn't quite back yet. At what point, I saw you talking to him after that first time out, at what point did you kind of have to figure, you were going to have to go small, use all your centers? Daniel played well. Mason had a great second half. How to take me through that whole process, really?
I just didn't think Zoo was all the way there. I know he had some headaches before the game, and then to talk to him when he first came out, just like he said he couldn't breathe, early on, and so didn't want to risk that, and so he just said he wasn't feeling well, but he wanted to play, of course. But just as a staff, we just thought it was best that we didn't chance it, and Mace came in, done a great job, to play 20 minutes in the second half, and I don't even. Yeah. 11 rebounds, 8 points in 20 minutes off the bench, and it's all in the second half, so that was huge for us. So just stepping in, covering for his boy Zoo. I thought DT did a decent job. I thought we did okay playing small, and we just had to mix the game up, and just try to give them different looks because they was in a great offensive rhythm. Sengun is a tough cover. We knew that coming into the game, and so just give them different looks, different matchups. But I was really happy for Mace to get the opportunity because he hasn't played in a few games, and come in and play the way he did was good to see.
Finally, you guys drew fouls. That's an aggressive defense, but to take care of the basketball and draw fouls at the same time, like you did, what do you felt like was the key to that, especially after halftime?
Well, we still can get in our triggers, faster with our DHOs, our pick and rolls, our first action. But I thought James really did a good job in the second half of just controlling the game with his pick and roll game. Lobs to Mace, threes for Kawhi and PG. And then, like you said, getting to the free throw line, I thought was huge. PG getting that big offensive rebound, and then backing it back out and attacking the basket with Sengun, getting to the free throw line. Like, that was huge. Like, that offensive rebound and attacking the basket, not settling, was huge. And so we got to have attack the paint mentality every single night because when we do, we're a different team, and we understand that.
So it's not just running. It's not just get rebound, run, or force on a run. It's, when you have something where of an advantage, just being aggressive and being intentional in that way.
Yeah, man, when we talk about pace, like the best teams in the league play with a slower pace. Boston, Denver, all the really good teams play with a slower pace. But when I say pace, I mean get into our triggers earlier. Like, we're going to run a pick and roll, let's get into it with 17, 18 on the clock, not 11, 12. Because when we're under 12, we become one of worst offense in the league when we don't get into our stuff fast enough. And so when we do it 12 seconds or faster, then we're top 3. So it's a huge difference. 29th in the league, and then third is a big discrepancy. So we just got to understand, let's just get into our stuff quicker, get into our triggers quicker, and like I said, offensively, we're going to be able to do whatever we want to do.
Coach, there were times when Houston had, I think, Cam and Jalen on the floor together as a defense. How is it tricky sometimes to kind of guard two super high athletes like that that are young and talented?
It's hard to guard the whole team. Ime does a great job of just seeking out mismatches, understanding how they want to play. Like, they understand how they want to play, who they want to play through, and they run some good stuff. And so they've all bought into what their roles are and what they're going to do every single night. And so it's tough. It's like I said with Cam getting his opportunity coming from the G League and get a chance to play down there, understand the NBA game, and come to this level and play the way he's been playing. I'm just happy for him as a young player.